Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be revisiting a map I did a video for a long time ago called Cliff2. Let me show you what this map is about in as little a time as possible. So we're just going to go to the right, and we're going to drive a bit, and in 5 seconds, you'll see the fun area. That's about 5 seconds, yeah? Anyways, here's the fun area, and I'm trying to land this, and seem to kind of got it landing, but not exactly. It's a little too bouncy, which means we're now a spiraling blade of death. And now we hit a ramp that's at the end that hopefully you would actually have control of your car when you hit, but I didn't, so we just got wrecked on the ramp. And then we can go say hi to some boulders and trees and all that fun stuff. Hi, boulders and trees. And now my car is ruined. And that's what the map is mostly about. Ruining your car in a very fast manner with a lot of damage. So there's the outcome for the first test. Really did a good job on flattening that roof. It's about as tall as the bed of the truck now. Tallest part is now the hood, which opened up nice and cleanly looking, except for the fact that it's bent. And there's more than just that road, though. That's just the first one I was going to do, and I'm going to go over here to the left and do another one, which does not have a jump, and instead it just has a bunch of trees at the end. Well, trees and some cargo containers as well. So I'm going to drive careful, drive careful, drive careful. Don't want to roll over anything. I'm going to roll over, though, knowing me. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Go, go, go. Go, keep going, keep going. Get to those trees, get to the trees, get to the trees. That's perfect, actually. Sideways and you hit the trees, then you get to wrap around it. That's fun. All right, so I'm going to say 100 times slow-mo on this so you can really watch it get wrapped. Hopefully it's in the center enough to wrap it. Will it? Oh, no, not quite. Not quite. More of a squish in between the two trees somehow. Poor truck. I'm going to keep this angle right here. That's a perfect angle for watching this truck. Speed up a little bit. And, well, I don't think that's going to be able to drive. I see the rear wheel spinning, but I'm pretty sure it's just a fake. Yep, that's not driving. Totally different looking crash, though. Like, it just looks totally different because the roof is more intact, and then now we have a 90 degree angle or so in the frame of the truck. And there's one more interesting road like this that we can go down. There's some other roads as well that aren't for wrecking your vehicles, they're just for driving on. So I'm going to just go over to here. Has a little starting gate, and we can start at the starting gate, or we can get a running start type of thing. And here we go down the third option. And this one, I'm just going to go full throttle, crazy mode. I'm not going to really try to keep it upright or anything. If it does, that's amazing, but it wasn't intentional. The other one, I was trying to keep it upright and I lost. So this one, we have a bunch of rocks at the bottom of the road, which will grab your truck and beat it up. So right there, boom, boom. I probably could have used 100 times slow-mo on that, but we could do that in a later test. Right now, I just wanted to get to the bottom, and woo, that's a spiraling truck. What the heck? Was that like the... Oh, never mind. Never mind. I saw what I thought. I figured out what I was seeing. And I'll just go full speed for now and just let it finish up. Now, in a ditch where nobody will ever see it again. It's gone permanently. So that's the 3 main roads. We'll do some more drops down those in a minute. But first, I want to just point out the other roads so you know what they are. And I'll drive down them later at the end of the video. One of them's right here, and it's just a bunch of hairpin turns that eventually get to a building. And there's a similar road over here, but instead of being a dirt road, it is paved. And there's even more buildings. So there you go. Those are the alternative roads, and those 3 are the more fun ones, as I would call them. They're the fun ones. So let's go ahead, change the vehicle out, and start off doing some crashes with the Bruckle Moonhawk. We're going to use the V8 Sport for this one. I want to be able to go a little bit faster than the stock one, but I like having the bumpers, which the special doesn't have. And I'm going to back it up a bit. I'm going to try to make the jump, but I don't know if I will, to be honest. I don't know if this car can. It is a pretty slow car. We'll find out. So I'm back it up as much as I can and go. Get the menu out the way. It's just being obnoxious. Like, look at me. Shush, menu. I got driving to do. Oh, that was not how you do it at all. We're going to crash hard. Well, I guess I'll have to try the actual making the jump again because that was not even close to making the jump. That was awful. I think the Moonhawk might just be a little too slow to do it easily. I think you can make it if you're doing some good driving. I didn't. I just threw it down the cliff. Then I watched it crumble. Doing that one in full speed once again. And maybe I'll try this one more time with the Moonhawk and see if I can actually make that jump. But before we do that, there is the flat Moonhawk. Can it still drive? No. Really though, did you think a car would be able to function still after falling down a cliff? And not only a cliff, a really big cliff. I can't think of many things that are worse for a car than falling down that cliff. Maybe a cliff that's underwater, that might be worse, or a cliff that's on fire. And at the bottom of the cliff there's a pool of lava that it falls in. That's definitely worse. But falling down a cliff is definitely one of the worst things that can happen to a car. And right there, that jump was pretty clean actually. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the smoothest of landings, but we stayed upright, and we're still upright, and oh, perfect. I like that. That was a beautiful run, and we have a lot of momentum to have something interesting happen here. I'll go ahead and throw some slow-mo on for this. Maybe do 8 times slow-mo. Yeah, what the heck, we could go 100. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, definitely worth it to do 100 times slow-mo because this is a very hard crash. Hard to see anything, though. Speed it up just a bit. And there is the outcome, which is pretty similar to the last one, actually. So I would assume, again, this car doesn't run, especially considering it hit the ramp so hard. Yeah, those tires aren't spinning. Nope, nuh-uh. So next thing we could do is switch up the vehicle. We can go ahead and use another stock car, and this will probably be maybe one more stock car after this one, and then we'll go ahead and move on to some modded cars. But right now, we're going to be using the all-wheel drive DCT version of the Sunburst. Gonna get the menu out the way, and we're gonna drive down this road over here, see if we can keep this car upright the whole way or not. Hopefully we'll be able to. Careful, 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 and full speed. Come on, hold on, car. No good, no good, no good, no good. This car is rolling. Not like there's anything wrong with that because you still get a cool crash either way. Maybe this time it'll actually wrap itself on the tree instead of kind of bouncing between two of them. Ah, it doesn't look like it's gonna hit that one to the right, and yeah, that one took most of the momentum, so it's not gonna be able to wrap itself. Boo, you suck. Roll cage doing its job though, keeping the body intact. There's no way you lived through that because of the G's, but it did a good job. Man, the tires are freaking out. Like, I see everything bouncing about still. Lots of momentum on that thing. Go ahead and try it one more time, though. Maybe this time I'll actually be able to make it without flipping the car, because that's what I want to do. It's not easy, but I believe in myself. And if I believe, I can maybe do it. Maybe. I mean, there's things I can believe as much as I want, but it ain't gonna happen, you know. I believe I could be a professional athlete, but it ain't gonna happen. Looking good, looking good. That's solid. And we got a nice speed, and I'm just gonna try to slide it into the trees perfectly. We're 8 times slow-mo. That's all I'm gonna use. That was perfect. Right into the tree. Just a little bit of slide on it, and you just see that whole front zone is crumpled away. Roll cage is the only reason more of it didn't really crumple up, it looks like. Roll cage is really a lifesaver here. So next up, we'll use a Pigeon, and this is just a normal Pigeon. We're going to try to drive it down one of the hills if it can even get there. I think the shortest way is actually if we go through the building, and it's a little bit flatter ground for the Pigeon to drive on. So that makes it easier for it to get to the next area. I thought there was a path that could get there. Oh, it's a Pigeon-specific path, right? Here, we can squeeze through. Come on! No! We'll just teleport. I thought it would fit. Well, I thought there was a path first. I saw that hole, and I was like, oh, there must be a path. No. They tricked me. And the Pigeon just barely doesn't fit. So I was like, well, I'll just teleport. So this is going to be a high-speed Pigeon. It's going to probably reach 100 miles per hour. It may not be on its... it may be on its roof while it does it, but it's probably going to reach 100 miles per hour. At least. Alright, so it's on its roof. Oh, no, it just did a roll. Another roll. And we're falling off of the... Uh-oh. Apparently, a car with 3 wheels is not a good vehicle to try to drive down a cliff because you have very little control over it. Oh well, who would have guessed? You know, it's just one of those things. Or I would have thought 3 wheels would have been great. Yeah, right. It actually held up a lot better than I expected, though. That is a lot better shape than the other cars. It must just be the way it rolled off the cliff. It kind of had some low impact crashes, so it looks in a lot better condition than the other cars comparatively. Like, this is a tiny car. It should just be destroyed, but it's doing pretty good. So I know I said this would be the last stock vehicle. I lied. I want to pull out the T-Series and do something with it real quick because, I mean, it's a different enough vehicle where I think it'd be interesting. And then I'll throw in some modded vehicles for some fun. And for the T-Series, I just want to do this one again and actually hopefully be able to keep control of it and get to the rocks that are at the bottom of this instead of flying off the side because I have 3 wheels and no way to really control the stinking car because it's so small and light and bouncing all over the place and all kinds of bad stuff like that. Although T-Series is not exactly the easiest thing to control either as you go down a hill like this. As long as it stays on the road and gets to the rocks, I'm happy. Which it has done successfully. And we'll do this full time, or full speed. Oh, come on, that's just asking for slow-mo, though. I said I'm going to do it full speed, and then it's just like, I want to see that in slow-mo. It's just like, okay, we're going to do it again. Because that looked cool. Like, you just see everything just ripping to shreds, and it's just so fast, you can barely tell what happened. At least with a lot of detail. I mean, you can say, the car got ripped to shreds. Well, yeah, that was going to happen. I could have told you that would have happened without even doing the test run. But how did it get ripped to shreds? Now, that's the interesting part. Okay, we're just going to drift the whole way, yeah. Oh, yeah, drifting. Air drifting. Totally according to plans. Alright, get the slow-mo ready. Speed it up just a bit until we look like we're going to hit. Alright, here we go. Contact's being made. Nothing too interesting, but we're going to hit this rock right here with the cab. And just absolute destruction from that rock. Tearing the cab off, tearing the fuel tanks off. And that doesn't look like a truck anymore. Go 8 times slow-mo on it now. I can see the engine still. He's still attached, kind of. Cab's, well, oh, it's still attached, but it's flailing off. And now we're going to probably hit a tree. Yep, we hit a tree, but not actually staying in it. I was hoping we could stay in it like an ornament, but nope, didn't happen. So the next thing we could do is do the modded car like I promised. We'll start off with, let's do the Atte. That one might be interesting to see what this thing does. So we'll get the heavy terrain version because this is heavy terrain, I guess. Is it? I don't know. And I gotta somehow spin this thing around 90 degrees in this tiny area. And I have no idea how this thing will actually perform doing this. It might just be totally uncontrollable because it has 4-wheel steering, which usually I don't have good luck with in BeamNG.drive at high speeds. So we'll find out. Because usually the 4-wheel steering is more geared to like low speeds, and when you're going really high speeds, it's just like, it's detrimental to stability. Like I kind of already feel it, like I'm swerving trying to keep it steady. Looks like it's working though. Alright, yeah, I like it. I'm liking it. Oh, we hit a bump. Keep going though. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to actually just hit the rocks with our wheels down the whole way. How do the wheels do when it hits the rocks though? Oh, the cabin's going to hit a little bit though. Whoa. Driver is definitely injured from that. And, well, the wheels are not doing so well. The tires, I guess, aren't doing so well. They got shredded. And now the thing's tipping over. Oh, got some glitchy polygons going, so this thing's getting damaged. And now we're rolling. Oh, no fun. Well, I guess that's the Atte then, huh? Let's try something else instead. Let's go with the, say, how about VW Polo? Gotta get the gravel edition, of course, because we're in dirt. Why would you use the tarmac version? Doesn't make sense. Why am I still... Oh, no? Interesting. I just noticed something unusual. Like, there's more of a delay, it seems like, when you go from slow-mo to real-time, it feels like. Maybe I'm just imagining that. I just never paid close attention, probably. It's like, hey, wait a minute, what's this? That's normal WhyBeAre. Oh, okay. I was mistaken then, sorry. So, it's totally possible. So for this one, I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna try to do that jump again. Maybe this time instead of hitting the ramp, I'll try to avoid the ramp. So it looks like a pretty clean jump right there. I like that. Oh, lost control. It's hard to keep control after the jump. I was able to hopefully make it avoid the ramp though. Nope, we're hitting the ramp. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was brutal. That was wow. Like it's not normal to crash gets me like that, but the rotation speed right there was absurd. And it was just, okay, that's absurd too. There's too much absurdities. Like the back half of the car looks like it's just gone. Where did it go? Who knows? It's just not there anymore, that's for sure. Well, the only reason it held up at all is the roll cage being amazing. Doing its job. Alright, next car is... Whoops. Why'd I click that? That was dumb. Anyways, the car I was going to select is the Impreza 22B. So let's grab that one. And that Polo needs to stop rolling away. And that color sucks. What kind of color is that? I want an Impreza-like color, which is blue. Gotta have blue. Something like that. Some of those things where I'm good at just grabbing that Impreza blue, man. I've done it so many times, like, that's Impreza blue. Or close enough, at least. I mean, to me, it's like, I can tell it's not 100% accurate, but it's real close to me. So anyways, I want to go hit some trees. I just got to keep this car nice and stable. Stable, and good to go. Good to go. I might hit the container, actually. I don't know. I haven't hit the container yet, so it might be interesting. Oh, but trees are so much fun. What a choice, what a choice. And no time to choose. I'm going to actually just drive in between the trees. Check out these driving skills, yo. Nope, not going to happen. And, ooh, I just glitched out a little bit. So that's a head-on collision, which it wouldn't be much different if I hit the tree. I mean, if I hit the containers anyways, right? And again, that roll cage really is the only reason that car holds up at all, I'm pretty sure. I should do that with a car without a roll cage for comparison's sake, so let's do that. I think for this one, I'll use the Maxine LX, and we'll get the Sport Edition, because it's so sporty as we fall down a cliff. And, right, I don't think it can drive out of that hole, so I'm going to teleport it over. I don't trust the Maxine to do some off-roading like that. It's too much off-road for you to handle. I could also try driving in it, or driving down an interior view, but I don't know if I could do it, to be honest. I could try it, but I'll probably fail, and, well, what the heck. We'll try it. I'll crash in first person. I mean, I'll crash exterior view, though, because it's just, there's too much going on to do it in first person interior views. Okay. No, told you it wouldn't work. I mean, we'll still hit something at the end, so it might be interesting, but I wanted to do a whole crash, just one hit. So we'll try it again afterwards. We just get a different looking crash this time, that's all. See, Valley, look how slow it's going by the time it actually gets to those trees. It's gonna be like boink. It's nothing. Boink. See? Nothing. Good wreckage, though. And the car looks crazy how it's like black. I mean, not black. Oh, I guess there's some black to it, but it's black, white, and red. Even though it's just a red car. Black and red would make sense. The white, that's just crazy looking. So this time, you know what the goal is. We're going to drive it good using the exterior camera because it makes it so much easier. Hood camera might also work. I don't know. But exterior camera is the best for making driving like this easy. I just have to watch what the car does so I know if it's going to roll or tip or anything like that. And it's a lot harder to figure that out with the hood cam. So there we go. Perfect run. And we're going to try to hit the trees head on to give a comparison between this car and the Impreza. So a lot of slow-mo on this one just for fun because it'll be a lot more interesting to see. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Like, that is an absolutely massive difference. That car, I can't even explain how different that is in words. It's just, the other one looked like it hit, this car did a crash at 50 miles per hour. This one looks like it did a crash at 200 miles per hour or something. Just absolutely destroyed here. What other cars do we got? Well, for modded cars, I'm kind of running low because I don't have too many installed. But if we wanted to, we could always just throw in one of these, the limos. I mean, those ones would be fun to wrap around a tree, don't you think? I'll get one without a roll cage for maximum ability to wrap around a tree. And I don't know how well I'm going to be able to keep a limo on the road. Limos are crashers of games. We got to restart the map. Sorry about that. This time, the limo seemed to spawn okay, so let's go ahead and try to wrap it around a tree. But what I was saying before the game crashes, I'm not sure how well limo will cope with this off-roading right here. It might be able to do it, or I might have a lot of issues. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, I'm bad. Way too much to the left. But there we go. We're good. As long as I can keep it level, I shouldn't have an issue. Go a little to the right. Missed that thing. Bouncing all over the place, that's for sure. But I got it under control. And now we got to swing it like this to make sure it's able to wrap around the tree nice and good. That looks pretty good. Barely dodging that container. Hitting a tree. And where's the wrapping going to happen? Right here. Wrap around the tree. Yes. That is exactly what I was wanting to see. I lost a little bit of momentum hitting that other tree, but it really didn't need it. It gets still wrapped around this tree flawlessly. That is perfect. I love it. All right. Is there anything else I would want to crash into these? Whoa, what was that? That was me. I was adding some cars to throw down the cliff because I wanted some more cars to throw down it. So now we have the Chevy Nova, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that one down because that's a good car. And silver. I don't want no silver Nova. Oh, that's a cool name, though, the Silver Nova. I want to... That's not green. That's red. Green. There we go. There's green. I don't know what was up with that. That's, I wonder if that was the game or the car. That was just really unexpected. Anyways, though, now we can drive the Nova. I'm going to just take it down this hill again, and I'm going to smash it into the ramp. I have no intentions of actually making this jump. Hubcaps just flew off. Don't care. We're just going to obliterate the car and then smash it into the ramp, hopefully. I mean, the problem is I don't have much control, so maybe we'll hit the ramp, but I don't know. Maybe we won't. Looks like we will. Yes. Everything is going according to plan. And the way the ramp just grabs cars so violently, that was even more violent than normal. That one was glitched. But I just like seeing the cars get hit by the ramp because the ramp's so violent with them. So I guess next thing we'll do is take a tumble towards the trees. Because the other ones I was driving down it pretty successfully. Maybe this time I won't drive down it. Maybe this time I'll just whoops and fall and crash and all that kind of stuff. So there go my hubcaps. Oh no. It's funny, the front hubcaps stay on somehow. Right? Or no? Yeah. The front ones are on. Rears fell off. There go the fronts. One of the fronts. That one hubcap was staying on for a long time, but now he's gone. Got a nice little bouncing and stuff here. We'll do this at 8 times on the final impact. Get a good tree wrap, maybe. Aw, the other tree was in the way. Still pretty good. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Ford Crown Victoria Police livery, right? I think it's livery. That sounds right to me. Police livery 2. And this is the first time I spawned the car. So, oh my goodness, don't use this car. This car's broken. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay, don't use that one. Is it all of them? Okay, just that one color for some reason. Strange. I have no idea what caused that. That was unusual. But hey, we got the car I wanted, just slightly different looking. I'm happy with that. So now we're going to go down this thing. And this is a vehicle I did the video for a long time ago. It might be time to redo it. Because that might have been like a bad video just because it's so old, you know? Like my standards change. They get higher and higher and higher and higher. And then eventually I won't be able to make a video because the standards will be higher than I can achieve. And at that point, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I just need to reduce my standards. No. Either way, though, we're going to get a nice crash going on here right into that rock. It's going to be just a brutal hit. Need the 100 times slow-mo on this one to actually see that. Ooh. Whole car is just getting stopped on that rock right there. That's it. That's the fall. It just got right on that rock. Bam. All right, so that's now I'm actually done with dropping vehicles. I could do more Moonhawks and some trucks, actually, maybe. How about this? We'll do one more. We'll do a truck with a trailer, and it's got to be like the giant one. The one with the gooseneck and all that stuff. The dually, all the crazy stuff to make it just huge. Except I'm stuck. Because I didn't plan this properly. I'm just like, yeah, truck time. Now I'm stuck. Which one to do? That is a good question. Which one to do? I only want to do one. And the one I want to do is this one. Well, actually, I want to do two. I want to do this one, and you know what? Forget it. We're just going to do all three. Because I wonder, like, what'll happen if a vehicle doesn't make the jump? Because I'm pretty sure this one won't make the jump, so it might be interesting to see what happens. All right, trailer, hold on. It's getting serious now. And I'm upside down. Just 8 times slow-mo on that. Wow, that shredded the truck. And I don't know what the trailer's doing. He's gone as far as I'm concerned. So we got 4 times slow-mo on the truck. It's got a little bit of bouncing to do. And 2 times slow-mo. I noticed there's some texture issues with the truck right now. Don't know exactly what's causing that. It's unfortunate. But it's nothing major. It just looks like a interior and lights. I mean, not lights, mirrors, excuse me. So it's not like it's a huge issue. Alright, so I'm going to intentionally make sure we're not going fast enough for this. So I'm like, oh, come on, full throttle. And oh no, it's not fast enough. What will happen? It just smashes into it and bounces off. I was wondering if it would get stuck in the hole, but you have to go really slow to get stuck in the hole. So probably pretty much any vehicle can make that jump. Probably even the Pigeon with a long enough of a start. I don't feel like testing it. I'm just going to say it and hope it's actually true. And again, with the violent ripping of the truck on the ramp. Where's the trailer? There he is. Oh, it would have been great if he just skewered the truck. Trailer, you're fired. And somehow we gotta spin this thing around. Perfect. Goosenecks are cool, man. You got a lot of like maneuverability. It feels like it's a lot easier to maneuver this than a normal trailer hitch. I don't know if it's just my imagination or what, but it seems like when the fixed point is in the middle of the car, it just gives you a lot more flexibility when maneuvering. It's one of those things where I never thought about until just now. Like I never thought, what is the benefit of a gooseneck in terms of actual drivability? I just knew goosenecks you probably could have a more weight for the car. And this one I'm just doing it at full speed. Just to have that variety, you know? Gotta make a video that everybody likes. I want to make a video that's just, you know, some of you. I try to make videos that are everybody will like. So there's that outcome, and well, let's see. Can we find the trailer? I know it's around here somewhere. Trailer. Trailer. Trailer, trailer, trailer. Trailer. There it is. Oh, okay, there it is. I actually handled that pretty well. Yeah, it's ruined, but not as ruined as the truck. So now we're going to go ahead and go down those roads I mentioned earlier. For this, since I haven't driven them before, I'm going to go back to a stock car. And let's say it's just a normal car. Like the owner, he says, oh yes, this has rally bred, blah, 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 something like that. So he has the fancier version of the Sunburst. Not even the all-wheel drive, just the fancier front-wheel drive version. And he's like, yes, I could take this dirt road, no problem. Let's see if he really can. I don't know if he can, because I'm the driver. Well, actually, what I should do is just see what happens when you fly, and then we'll actually try to drive down it. Shortcut! Shortcut is a success. I mean, it got me down some. Not all the way, of course, but it got me some ways. Alright, so now I'll actually make an attempt at driving down it. And I will resist the urge to find shortcuts. Every time I go around a hairpin, my desire to find a shortcut will raise. But I will control my desire to find a shortcut, and we will stay on the road. Unless, of course, my desires overcome me, and I find a shortcut. And then, before you know it, shortcut! I'll try not to. And by the way, recently, or right before this video actually is what I should be saying, is I actually recorded a dirt rally video. And I don't know when that'll actually go up. My video schedule is always kind of whacked from when I record something, but I now got those dirt rally skills to help me drive in the dirt in BeamNG.drive. Do the skills translate? Not at all. No, not at all. I think it's just it might be just partially car configuration in this case, but it's not as easy to get this thing to oversteer as much as the car I was used to. So that's kind of unfortunate for me. Oh no, we're not stopping. Hello all. That's not even a shortcut, that's just a crash. Ooh, we should do it from the interior. Yeah, there we go. That's what's up. I should not do it from the interior. Whose dumb idea was it to use the interior? That was a terrible idea. What was I thinking? I think I just crashed like 4 times in 10 seconds. Okay, maybe not that bad, but you get the point. I was crashing all over the place and I can't. Like, I'm too lazy to try to move the analog stick to see which, like where my car actually is because it's just slow. And I don't feel like using the mouse either because then I would have to take a hand off the controller and I'd probably lose control of the car. So it's like, you know what, we're just going to look forward and, well, whatever happens, happens. And I got to learn to slow down these hairpins more. There we go. And now we made it home. Oh no, I missed the garage. Ow. Oh, I actually went through the garage. Okay. So then let's say, oh no, I really missed the garage, and that's not what was supposed to happen at all. Try it again, try it again. So let's say we really missed the garage, and then that happens. There we go, that's better. That's what I was trying for. And now it happened. Also, I noticed I was kind of sitting off center of my microphone just recently, so I apologize. My voice was kind of low right there. I don't think it should be too noticeable, but I just figured I should mention it. Small mistake on my part. Hey, there's a rock just floating in the air. Did you see that? You see that? There's a rock and it's just floating in the air. Hold on. See if I can find it. There it is. What are you doing? Crazy rock. He's a rock and roll rebel. Good job. You wrecked yourself. I mean, what did you expect, right? Alright, we're going to just take this thing all the way back up and we're going to drive the road that is paved and then we'll probably be done. So, here we go. We're going to place the car right there. And the car we're going to use this time will be, let's go, Grand Marshal Drift Missile. And we're going to try to drift. Yeah, right. WhyBeAre drifting. Oh, goodness. We're just asking for trouble now, aren't we? So I expect to fall off of these roads at every hairpin corner. That is the plan. It's going to get a lot of damage, and you'll see why this is a drift missile. At least when I'm done with it, it'll be even more of a drift missile. Okay, there's no way I could do this at like 90 miles per hour. Like, nobody could. That's too fast. Whoa, what's up with the shadows? That caught me off guard. Like, I was so distracted by that, I forgot I was even driving. Well, that's interesting. It's all a dream. We're driving on a dream. Hey, look, a ramp. Back it up, get that ramp. I don't need no speed. I'll just go really miserably slow onto the ramp and fall. Whee! I wasn't miserably slow, actually. That's actually pretty good acceleration out of that thing. Good drift missiling. Oh, yes, like a real drift missile, it still drives, except it can't really steer. So we'll reset it. And we're just going to keep making our way down from here. I mean, the road is pretty similar throughout. It's just a lot of hairpin corners. So it's not like you're missing too much. Although you're missing the disco experience or whatever you want to call this thing. Whatever it's doing, man, it's crazy. So if we run out of gas, you know, stop the gas station. Drift through it. Oh my. That was the worst drift ever. Like, I thought, oh yeah, drift missile at the last second imaginable. So I'm like, drift, gotta drift. And, well, that was dumb, you know? It's like, I was not lined up for a drift at all. I decided, let's drift. Crash. I mean, you gotta plan your drift back here. If not earlier, and then you could, like, do something. I told you I can't drift, though, so what did you expect? It's a donut missile. Every time I go around a corner, I do a 360, and then I actually do the corner. It's exactly how I tuned it. Actually, that's a fun thing to do. Go to like a racetrack that has a really steep corner, like Mazda Laguna Seca in a racing game, and try to do it where you 360 the corner. That's a lot of fun to do. Like trying to nail that perfect. Oh, it feels so great when you do. So I guess that'll do it for this video for this map. If there's any more vehicles or objects even that you'd want to see thrown down it, feel free to request it. I unfortunately didn't have very many things installed at this, well, while I was recording this video, so I couldn't do too many things. And yeah, hopefully if there's things you want to see, you will say it and I could do a video with those as well. Anyways, till next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya. Long outro. Outro over.